What's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today I'm going to do the What's on My Phone challenge with you guys. So we're going to start off by looking at my lock screen. There's nothing special to it. It's an iPhone. But this picture is one of my favorite pictures just because of how the ring looks, how it's set up, where it is on the screen, because with my layout, it fits perfectly with the app. A little background on the picture, it was just from when I used to live at my house. We lived next to a canal. And I took this picture of this ring that I got from like one of those $10 or like one of those candle rings, you know, or ring candles, whatever they're called. And I just really liked it. So going onto my home screen, it's just really plain Jane. I don't have any widgets or apps that make it look different. I tried that. I honestly tried because I thought it was cool. But my phone is an iPhone 7. The screen's not that big. I don't have a lot of apps on the screen, and it just filled up with widgets that looked like crap. So I'm like, I'd rather do the regular layout with all the apps rather than widgets. And I didn't like how when you try to open a customized app icon that it opens up Shortcut and then it opens up the app. Like, I don't want to deal with that. That's not how I am. I like closing all of my apps. I like having no notification badge app icons. I don't like any of that. But instead of like reading through every single app, I'm just going to tell you, this is my layout. This is more of a factory layout because after trying to figure out the widget stuff, I couldn't figure out what my layout was, and it was just a pain in the butt because all the apps were in the app library, and I was like, I'm not going to go through and try to find all these because I hate the app library and I think it's stupid. But anyways, so like I said, there's no notifications. I don't have any badge app icons that show me that I have notifications. I hate that. So I always, if there's one, I always get to it and I always go make it disappear because I hate how it looks. I'm going to tell you, reminders, I like using it just to remind me to feed Eugene and to change my contacts out every month. Other than that, I don't really use it. I use it for groceries sometimes. Like this time I'm using it for groceries because I don't want to write it down. So it's an easy spot to go to. I know where it's at. Other than that, I don't use it at all. I do use my notes, and that's also a to-do list there. And I have other things on my notes. Now, you can tell that I do not have the regular Apple email app. I have Outlook because I switched from using Yahoo, Outlook, which was Hotmail, and my Gmail, and I'm trying to just use Outlook, and I didn't like the regular Apple email client, so I'm using Outlook, and I got a new email. I don't know why I got a new one, and I have it all there, and it works fine. I've only had like one time there was a big bug with it, but other than that, I like it a lot more than the other one. The only thing I don't like about it is I can't change the sound. It sounds like my computer, and I don't like that. I like the regular Apple sound, but I'd rather deal with the sound than deal with the app itself. Voice memos, I don't use it. I think I have a few things on there like piano stuff and Ellie singing, but other than that, I don't use it at all. Then on the next page, my only other page besides the home page is just all my other apps. I like it organized. I like the home page to have the regular default apps, and the next page to have everything else. So all my social media is lined up the way not priority, but the way I think it should look. And the fact that I use Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram constantly, and I go through, and when I go to bed, when I wake up, I go through that list. I go through Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and then YouTube. But other than that, I have it this way. I don't really like it all that much, but I don't know what else to do with it, and I don't really like folders that much anymore. But with my entertainment folder, I just have a bunch of like video stuff, and I don't have another page for that. Of course, I use YouTube a lot, and then I use Netflix and then Hulu. So that's kind of how I organize things, how much I use them, and the less I use the app, the further it goes through the page. So IMDb, I actually use it more often than I think, but Prime Video I hardly ever use. Disney Plus, I used it a lot recently because I like watching Spider-Man, the animated series. GoPro, I haven't used that app in a long time, so we don't have to talk about that. Shopping, It's just I don't really do online shopping very much, and when I do, it's Amazon. But I really don't know why I have it the way it is on this page, but it's just kind of random. It's just stuff that I can buy online, like Zillow. That's not really stuff I can buy, but it's shopping in a way to me, so that's why it's in there. And I like looking up stuff on Zillow all the time. Chewy, I used to use it a lot, but now I don't use it as much. I use Amazon more. eBay, Airbnb. I used Airbnb when we went on our trip. I actually recommend using Airbnb and not a hotel. Yelp, you basically have to have it because when you want to look at reviews, when you're on the map and you're like, oh, look at these pictures or look at these reviews, you can see more, but you have to get the Yelp app. And I don't like that, but I have to have it. Zola, I still have it from my wedding. I don't know when I'm ever going to get rid of it. We're supposed to have a reception this year, but I'm not quite sure if we are. Walmart, I use Walmart and Fred Meyer just to look at the prices of items so I know where I should get them. We usually go to grocery outlet first, then Fred Meyer, but because we don't have a Walmart, I only use Walmart when I'm going to go down to Yakima because they have one. Other than that, that's all that's on shopping. I don't do much there. Finance is literally everything that deals with money. Or like, I guess shopping does too, but Travelers and my Verizon should technically go in shopping, but it deals with my phone and insurance, and Lemonade does too. So Banner Bank, that's my bank company that I use. I've used them my whole life. That I actually ever since I got a bank account, I've used them. But my family's used different banks, and we just found that Banner Bank is the best bank for us. But there's not one in Ellensburg, so we have to go to Yakima or not go at all. But it's fine. I don't really deal with cash anyways, or get cash out of my account, or have to go. But we've been needing to. PayPal, I don't use it much. It is there. I put it there just because the layout makes more sense to me. On the bottom row, it's everything that deals with insurance or other stuff like my phone. Robinhood, I know they're getting into some deep, deep water. I don't really like what they did, but I'm still going to use them because I don't want to take my money out and then have to pay for tax on that money. I'd rather pay it for when I actually need to take it out, and you take out less tax if you do longer term. So that's my idea is long term gain for the short term dealing with Robinhood and their business. All right, Discover, Bank of America, and Chase are all my credit cards. I only have 3. They're not maxed out. They have been before or close to it, especially when I first started, because you put like $200 down when you're just starting out, and that puppy ran so fast. But no, Discover was my first, Bank of America, and Chase. Chase was my second, Bank of America is my third. But I like it this way just because the due date, Discover is first, Bank of America is second, and Chase is third. Lemonade, I suggest you look up, if you rent somewhere and you have to pay renter's insurance, I would look up Lemonade to see if you can get your renter's insurance for any cheaper. I don't know if I can get it cheaper through any other place, but at my apartment I had to pay a certain amount, like $10.50 or $11.50 or something like that, to waive the renter's insurance. So I was like, I'd rather pay $8.75 to actually have insurance. But other than that, Travelers, car insurance, I don't really have to deal with it too much. Verizon, we did switch from US Cellular to Verizon recently, and I really enjoy the Verizon wireless app rather than US Cellular. Fetch Rewards, I would say it sounds like a scammy thing. You just scan your receipts from anywhere, even on Amazon, and it gives you points, and then you can use those points for gift cards. And it actually works. Like, this is legit. It works. Like 1,000 points or $1. So, yeah, and then it really doesn't matter how much you spend sometimes. Sometimes it depends on what you buy, but every time you scan a receipt, it gives you points. It's a slow gain, but it actually works. And I've used a couple $5 gift cards already. So, Indeed jobs, that's what I use to look up jobs in my area, but I haven't recently. Active Building is my apartment complex. That's their app that they use to deal with the online renting shebang when it comes to uh, the tenants, the people that rent from them. And the Alaska app is for my traveling stuff. I haven't used it recently just because I can't fly. People shouldn't be flying, but I used it for my honeymoon. Then, last but not least, my games. Of course, I have Among Us. Haven't played it recently. The 9 months game is just one of those stupid joke games that no one should play. I got it plus like 15 other apps all at once because we were door dashing and I was waiting. And I wanted to like see how fun they are, and that one and Puppy Town were the only two I kept. 9 months, really dumb game, but Ellie seemed to like it, and she hasn't played it in a long time. But other than that, don't play it. It's stupid. Egg Inc. I bought the no ads version of it, and it was like $3. And I regret buying it because now I'm forcing myself to play it all the way through, and I'm almost done with it. I spent hours and hours on this app, and it's just one of those idle games, just with like Puppy Town. Puppy Town's a merge idle. That's a dumb one, but it seems like in the end, after you merge all the way through 50 levels, you have a chance to win some sort of cash prize. And I was like, I'm not playing it much, but when I do play it, hey, I'm getting closer. Now, Pocket Tanks, I suggest you buy that game if you like 2D tank stuff. I don't know. It's interesting. It's like Worms. I think it's really fun. I used to play it with my dad when I was younger. And then Sudoku, I don't play it much just because I had like a week or 2 week Sudoku addiction with Ellie. We played it a lot, and I haven't played it in a while now. But that, and my I'm gonna call it my hotbar. The stuff down here, Google Chrome. I use Google Chrome on my computer. It's a Windows computer, and that allows me, if I use Google Chrome, to switch from being on my phone to my computer really easily. I can just send it straight to my computer or straight to my phone. I think that's really cool. I bet you can do that. You can do that when you use Safari on your phone and Safari on your Mac. I don't know if it's also Safari on the computer, but I'd rather use Google Chrome, even though they're not the best. Music. I use the music because I have Apple Music. I don't use Spotify, and over in entertainment, that's where that is. Ellie has Spotify Premium, but I like using Apple Music because I get it for free. My phone, and then my messages. Really, that's it. That's all my phone has, and it's actually a 32 gigabyte phone, iPhone 7, and I have iCloud storage, and I spend like $3 every month for that. So that really is what's on my phone. That's the only stuff that's on my phone. And before I go, actually, I just want to mention my, I forgot what this is called, but down here, I have this layout. I get the calculator and the timer mixed up constantly. All the time I press the wrong one. But I like this setup. I like using it. I think it's fine. It's not the whole screen, but it's not half the screen. I would rather, I don't know what iOS version it is, but the one where it comes up like this much, and then you can slide over to the right to look at other things. I think that's the best one. But now, because I keep getting notifications, I have to clear them out. But I'm not going to clear it out on the screen. So that is going to be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack the like button as hard as you can. Let me know in the comments below if your phone is any close to mine or if you have widgets. And you know what? Send me your layouts through Twitter or Instagram or even Snapchat. I don't know. Just do something. Send me your layouts. Let me look at them. I want to see them. I want to see if they're better than mine. They probably are. But other than that, that'll be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack that button as hard as you can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys all next time.